This is another one of my Lego Star Wars MOCs. I kind of made it into a racing ship. And the idea originally kind of came from, I was messing around with minifigures and came up with this guy. And it's kind of an old man Poe Dameron. And while he still has his chiseled jawline and facial hair, the hair on the top of his head has gone gray. So this is old man Poe, and kind of thought, what would he be doing after the sequel trilogy? Is he going to be fighting? Is he going to still be flying? And I decided, you know, he's still going to fly, but he will do it. He'll be racing instead of fighting more wars. And this is the ship I came up with for him. Show you a couple different angles here. 3 engines on each side. This whole area is just kind of some exhaust. I think it's entirely symmetrical on each side, maybe a couple little teeny differences here. The idea was, I just kind of wanted to make a nice aggressive looking fast ship, slightly inspired by some American muscle cars. And some of the features, well, there aren't a ton of features, but first off, I wanted to add this black and white checkered kind of decorative section as a racing motif, kind of like a finish line or racing flag, to kind of stylize it as a racing ship. I originally had a couple guns up top, but I ended up taking those off, just leaving it as a racing ship. It does not have any weaponry. One of my first Star Wars MOCs without weapons. Inside the cockpit, if we take our minifigure out, we'll see there's a couple computer panels, couple levers on each side. Nice little comfy chair for him to sit comfortably in. And there is a little, I can pull this out right here. There is just a little teeny container there. It's holding just a pistol for Poe right now. But it's been known to occasionally be used for a high-ticket smuggling item, as Poe was a previous smuggler before the sequel trilogy. Just a couple different angles looking at this ship. That pretty much does it for features. Some of the thoughts behind the design, as I already said, you know, I wanted it to kind of look like a muscle car. Also, I wanted it very swooshable, and I had this, you know, perfect little spot for my thumb, and this can swoosh around. Any jostling you might hear is from the minifigure, but this can just move around a ton, and it's not going to get damaged. Stability and durability is pretty important when I design MOCs. A bunch of people, you know, they do these amazing things, but they're very, very fragile, and you know, I respect anyone making ships. But I personally try to make ones that are stable and can be swooshed. They're fun to play with. And I wanted some, you know, negative empty space within the ship. You know, so I designed it kind of, you know, 2 big engines in the cockpit on some struts with some negative space. Also, this the whole side pods were initially just one long big piece, but I want to kind of cut it a little bit and give it some more interesting and unique shape. I think it looks better than it did. Just another spin around. Yeah, and that's kind of my take on what an old man Poe Dameron would be flying after the sequel trilogy.